Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered, and this time we take a look at the 1999 Subaru Impreza WRX STI Sedan TypeRA version 6. This is the final Impreza to take on the course. This is Impreza number 28 to do so. There are 28 Imprezas in this game. That is a lot. And despite that, only 2 of them have ended up setting a time under 28 seconds, which is sort of the goal of this car. The reason? Because this is the quickest new Impreza that you can buy in the game. You might think the Coupe version 6 would be quicker, however, this car does weigh less than that one because the TypeRA, I guess, is a stripped out rally version, equivalent to sort of like the Evo RS's. This car, so that car set a time of 27.984. The 22B, which is the quickest Impreza, the only one that can get over 500 horsepower, that set a time of a 27.819, which still wasn't enough to topple the Evo 5 RS. So these have been comprehensively beaten by the Evos. However, hopefully we can give the Impreza a good send-off and beat the Evo 6 GSR. That set a 27.949. I think we can do that in this, but we will see. 4-wheel drive, 497 horsepower, 1,058 kilograms. Of course, this car is running the Falcon livery. As has been said numerous times, the 97 to 99 model Imprezas all share the same 2 racing modifications, and the Falcon one is sort of the more iconic of the 2. The other one is like a white and green affair, which does look pretty cool, but it doesn't look anywhere near as good as the rally car inspired modifications you can get on the 94 to 96 Imprezas, which is why I choose those over these ones. Anyways, to find out how quick the Subaru Impreza WRX STI Sedan version 6 TypeRA is, it is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak version. That car set a time of a 25.696. The Impreza, well, I mean, it hasn't beaten an Evo, so it isn't beating the Escudo, and the Escudo is 2 seconds quicker than an Evo. Maybe the Evo 6 RS will come along and topple the Escudo with how quick the Evo 5 RS was, but I doubt it, but who knows. That would be a fun way to end the Evos off. I can tell you that. Straight away, typical sort of Impreza driving here. Understeery, but very, very consistently good in all the right places. That does mean when you try and push these cars, you can get a few too many issues. It is a little bit slidey off the grass as well, which is interesting. And you can see there, that first sector, that was bouncy. I mean, to be fair, I didn't drive that too well, but also I feel like that's probably where the Imprezas miss out a lot to the Evos, is through that sort of first sector, just because you really don't want an understeery car through this sector. That corner's a lot sharper than you think it'd be, and then you've got this quick sort of left-right chicane, which can really unsettle a car like that if it's bad on the grass. It is a really good test, actually, that chicane. You know, it can unsettle a car if it's sort of not particularly well set up. If a car's understeery, it can't really get the sort of correct turn in. Obviously, again, oversteer is a factor through there as well. It is, you know, people think this track's a gimmick, and I get it, but it actually has quite a few interesting little advantages. And as I do mention all the time, part of the reason we do the corner cuts is it does give you a bit of an idea of how a car drives on the dirt as well, which is interesting to say the least. Bit of oversteer around there, 27.927. I think there's a little bit of time in there. I don't think that was the best lap of my life, to be honest. But I will take it. It was pretty clean, actually. I think that first sector, we really nailed it on that lap, which was nice. So, yeah, I mean, I'll take that. It did what I wanted it to do. It has beaten the Evo 6 GSR. Yeah, I mean, 0.204, I think that's when I did that sort of massive cut through the grass. It isn't as quick as a 22B, it isn't really deserving of getting a 27.8, to be honest, but it is the quickest new Impreza you can buy. It is now the second quickest Impreza that we've tested, and it makes sense, and I'm happy with that. And it's definitely beating, I mean, you know, I say it wasn't the best lap of my life, and maybe it could have gone a bit quicker, but it's still going to go into 22nd place. So there are still only 21 cars quicker than this. So yeah, that's pretty incredible, really, in my opinion. So there you go. Anyways, a 27.927 is going to put this into 22nd place. It goes in between the Nissan R390 GT1 road car and the Roof BTR4 3.8. It is fractionally quicker than the Evo 6 GSR, quicker than the fastest Mitsubishi GTO, quicker than the Impreza Coupe version 6, quicker than the quickest Toyota GT1, the quickest GT500 car we ever had, quicker than the Evo 5 rally car. Again, I mean, it's quicker than a whole bunch of vehicles, so it's hardly like it did bad. It just isn't as quick as the Evos, and that's unfortunately the way this cookie has crumbled. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time, I'm going to be taking a look at something completely different. Until then, farewell.